Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of GruntsNGrumbles. I'm Tom.
And I'm Vince.
Vince.
Buddy. So, I got a few things I want to get off my chest. I look at my list; it's huge.
Like a wax,
like
a waxing.
My talking points. My talking points are pretty big today, and it's just like I just write. You know me. Like I sit around and I write down a couple things, just things that I just want to talk about. But I'm going to go on a bit of a rant. So the weekend that just passed, I went out to Prince Edward County for an anniversary, surprise anniversary, wine tasting, and like a dinner sort of a thing, you know,
like a mixer.
Well, yeah, it was just but it was very small because you know how things are going right now. So there was 8 of us.
Okay.
And it was all couples. It was me and Carolyn. Mm-hmm. It was the anniversary couple, which was Pete and Kim. It's their 40th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, big one.
Milestone.
Huge.
Yeah.
And it was Danny and Travis, which is their Danny is Carolyn's best friend, and Travis is Carolyn's best friend too. And it was Danny's parents. And there's a big surprise is her brother, who I went to his wedding in Mexico before COVID hit.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that's right.
He surprised and flew in from Calgary because he lives out there.
Oh, wow.
And so they got surprised on the Friday. Saturday we went there anyway. So we're going wine tasting, right? Like, you know, you go to a winery and you know, have you done it? Have you done wine tasting before?
I have, yes.
Yeah. So you know the routine. You go there, you try a bunch of wine.
Yeah.
You know, some of these places have food, so you snack, whatever.
Yeah, the little cheese
cracker.
Yeah,
it's beautiful. But we went to this one winery, okay? And so they're doing these they have boxes of like this tester. It's $20 and you got like a commemorative cup, whatever, and like small little wines to try. But it was 2 whites and 1 red, and I'm not a big white drinker. I'm a red wine drinker.
Italian.
So they had like, don't worry, in the back there's a trailer that's serving drinks.
Okay.
Like wine,
right.
cocktails, and you can buy sausages or some shit there.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, cool. So this line is ginormous.
Mm-hmm.
It's the biggest goddamn line I've ever seen. And I'm like, I've never even heard of this winery before.
Okay.
So I'm like, well, this is crazy. I'm like, you know, whatever. So I'm standing in line, and I'm looking, and all these people fucking leaving the cart, the trailer. Mm-hmm. They're all walking back with like Negronis and cocktails.
Okay.
What the...
So what's the winery then? Like,
where the fuck's the wine?
Yeah,
and I'm waiting in line because this line's not going anywhere because the guy has to mix the drinks.
Of course,
you don't just open the wine bottle, pour it in the glass, hand it off. Yeah. You know, here's your money, whatever. But no, he's got to squish oranges and like do all these caramelize the orange and lemons or whatever the hell he does. And so I waited in this line, dude, for like 20 minutes. I didn't get a drink.
Wow,
I left.
That's patient.
I said, let's get the hell out of here. I was going nuts.
You're probably hungry too.
I was livid, and then so some people came and like hung out, like because they had a table, and some people just did the flight. But I'm not a huge white wine drinker.
Right? So, no, I get it.
I was like, you could see the steam coming out, and I had to wear my mask, right? But that's fine, whatever. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I was like screaming. I was calling them like Negroni bitches. I'm like, basic white bitches showed up to this goddamn winery and got Negronis.
Yeah, finally, right? Now it's the drink, you know?
Because like I think it's like the last like nice summer weekend. You know?
How bad is it though? Like we knew that. Like my grandparents drank that shit. You know, my uncles had that shit. It's the aperitif after you. Like, are you kidding me? I'm
not a big fan of them myself.
No, but it's an Italian drink, and now it's famous.
Yeah,
you know?
I was so pissed, man. I don't know if they were Negronis. They look like it.
Probably.
But it was all like cocktails, and everybody was walking away with like these fancy cocktails. And I'm like, we're at wineries. Why didn't you go to a bar?
Yeah, exactly.
If you want a fancy cocktail, you do not go to a winery.
See what I mean, folks? The anger is
You do not go
So let
to
me
a
interject
winery,
first.
Okay.
In St. Catharines.
Yep.
And this would be the week. It's for 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. It's the Grape and Wine Festival. I don't know if you've ever been. It's
no, but I've heard of it.
Downtown St. Catharines in the Montebello Park. Mm-hmm. They host a wine tasting.
Perfect.
And it runs for 2 weeks. And it's all the wineries in the Niagara region.
Yep.
And sometimes they change it up. The best one I went to was one side was all the reds and the other side was all the whites. So like you said, you only like the red. You only sit to one side.
Perfect.
And it's
that seems so perfect to me.
I think what it was like $60 all you could drink.
Yeah.
And they, gave you a little glass with it.
Yep.
So you went in and it was like you had tokens. So you're like one token.
Oh, perfect.
One token was 1 ounce. 2 tokens was 2.
Yeah, I went to a cider fest just like that down by I don't know, down there, but yeah.
And 10 tokens was a bottle. and amazing. But
I think that's a great.
It's awesome because you get to taste all the different wines. But I mean, after a while, a Cab Sauv is always going to be a Cab Sauv. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter where you walk down the street.
And after a while, you're hammered, and they all taste the same.
That's the thing. I suggest, and this is what I do coming from out of town.
Yeah.
Book on the hotel on Niagara Street, which I believe was the Holiday Inn. I'm not sure what it is now. It might be a Sandman on Niagara Street.
I think so. I think it's
right. So book at the hotel because it's a walk away. Because when you get the cab to go towards the park, I swear to God, it's zombies. People are walking in the middle of the street, half sloshed,
just in the bag,
tanked,
just dickered,
walked in line. There's a girl, she's leaning up against the fence, and she's.
Oh my God!
I mean, I was like,
she's dry heaving.
Yeah, no, it's the hiccup, the wino hiccup that you see in the cartoons from back in the day, and we're like, oh my God, this is so real.
Yeah,
and people are just like, I love everybody. I just love grape and wine, and there's a parade and everything too.
That sounds awesome.
An event to be. You got to go with a group. I mean, I've been actually. I took a weekend date
with big groups, and it's the best.
Right, and I did a weekend date one year with it, so it's fun. And the live bands are great. They do like cover bands, like Tragically Hip cover bands or whatever. Amazing, and but it's just awesome when you watch the shit fest. You just wait till it gets later at night, and you just see these people and
just
they're
dropping like flies,
completely destroyed, puking on each other, falling down, and they're like, "Oh, try the crab cake with the wine pairing," and they're puking all over the floor. It's
nice.
like, oh,
that's awesome.
The best time you want to be. And then when I was in college, we had a bunch of friends that were like living there after we graduated. They just wanted to stay situated there. Mm-hmm. And they would go dressed up as like in costume. So like they would be like the 4 vampires at the Grape and Wine Festival and like just rip shit up.
Would they be like, hey, you don't use garlic in this wine, do you?
These guys are the same guys that like when we went to Warped Tour and everything, these guys were the party guys. They were
nice. I like that.
Go to Value Village. Buy denim vests, buy matching denim vests, do the bedazzled thing that said the denim dancers,
amazing.
And then walk around the bars and like, oh my God, these guys.
I bet people loved it though. Like I love that. Like I love going to those shows. I love going to the shows and those guys who like really like they go and they do
their own thing.
I love that a lot.
And I think that's why we're doing this too. We're doing our own thing from the norm
for sure.
So, so that's my side story of wineries. Very but good. I've done actually more sophisticated wine tours.
Nice. Yeah, I've done that too.
I've got family that owns vineyards.
Beautiful.
Back in the old country. So.
Nice. Back in the old country.
Yeah.
So we ended the night at this amazing restaurant. I don't recall the name because at that point I had been drinking. But so we had this nice private room.
Stories seem to do the same all the time.
Whenever there's booze involved, that seems to happen a lot of the time. Booze seems to be my trigger to forgetting. So we ended up at this amazing restaurant. I had this fantastic like 4-course meal. And I ordered a cocktail there because I'm at a bar, so it should be okay. I'm not at the winery.
Sure, why not?
I ordered a cocktail called the Canadian Sidecar. Have you ever heard of that?
Now this was one of theirs.
One of theirs. I don't know if it was theirs or something that existed prior.
You didn't just order it as a like, hey.
No, it's on their menu. Okay, sorry, no, it's on the menu. And there was a bunch of like a jasmine black tea.
I want to say a sidecar was a bourbon and it's a ginger ale with a egg white.
No.
Okay.
No. At least if it wasn't mine. But anyway, maybe they are. But this one wasn't. It's a Canadian one. So I thought of like a funny joke.
Did you know what it was, or you just?
No, I read the list. No, I read the list.
But you don't remember.
So it's Canadian side. So the thing was, it was $30 for this.
Holy fuck!
For this one cocktail.
Jesus Christ.
So it's Canadian, and it's Canadian for 2 reasons, and this is what I think it is. Okay. So it's number one is it had maple syrup in it.
Okay.
And the second reason it's Canadian is after the waiter dropped it off to you, he's like, "I'm sorry, it's so expensive." No, he didn't.
No kidding.
He didn't.
No kidding.
No, I just thought if he did, that'd be really funny. I'm like that would be the epitome to me of a Canadian.
Okay, so going by that and what you had and how it tasted.
Yeah, it was really nice.
How much do you think I could make that for? Like sell that for?
Oh, the peach one? I don't know. Probably it depends if it's at a bar or
I know,
like on the side of the street. Like if you're in the bar, you got uptake
lemonade stand.
Your little bourbon lemonade stand. You could probably your bourbon peach stand.
Shut down in
you could probably sell them for
seconds.
$15 if you didn't have a bar. I mean, you have upkeep and you have it's in Prince Edward
Depends
County,
what you're doing,
and it was on like the main stretch where all like the hoity-toity dickheads in their Porsches driving the wine
farm
country.
to table restaurants. Yeah.
Well, the farm to table restaurants I like.
I do
It's
too.
just the people who show up in their like Armani suits or whatever. Those aren't even important anymore. But they're I don't know, Gucci suits. They're Gucci
it
belts.
might be if they're drinking Negronis, they're wearing Armani suits. Right?
Anyway, that's true. But no, it was really good. It was a really great weekend. I really enjoyed it. I really, you know
Awesome.
what? I felt normal. It felt it felt normal to be out doing wine tastings. Like everything's been closed for so long.
Yeah.
And it felt bizarre. We were so bizarre. It's like normally during the summer,
I know.
A weekend here and there, we'll just shoot out and do a quick little wine tasting, spend the night, get an Airbnb, spend the night, and just hit a couple wine. And we couldn't do it.
Yeah. The scariest part is like I've seen like Instagram videos of friends and stuff, and they're walking downtown Young Dundas, and I did it a couple weeks ago when we had Steve on as a guest, our IT guy, and host of the G Boats final pop vinyl crew.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Special announcement. He's coming on his thing.
They
by the time this comes,
he might already have.
Anyway, well, there may be, or there already was a special announcement
That's
on
right.
G-Modes.
Just follow them. We walked down Young Street, Young Dundas Square, and it's a Sunday, and it's dead.
Yeah,
There's no traffic. I don't know if they shut down traffic for pedestrian traffic on purpose, but even still, there's no life. There's how there used to be music, there used to be performers.
There's guys like with the drums or like the pails that they were banging on and stuff, like entertainment. Like all like Young and Dundas was like it's the hub.
It's the Times Square of Toronto,
essentially.
Which,
it's like, it looks like it. Whatever. I mean, it's not as exciting because you're not in New York, but because we live here,
right?
I mean, from other people come in, it's pretty exciting, and the Eden Center is fantastic. And I was there recently too. Remember we were talking?
Yeah.
How cool is that Cake Boss vending machine, man?
How crazy is that?
I'm just curious. What did it come out in the package? Did they? Oh, they didn't.
We didn't order, but
did you see anybody ordering it?
They were just like kind of looking at,
but no one bought it because I'm curious. I'm curious if it comes in like in a plastic thing.
I think it's in a little sleeve because it's a wedge. You get a wedge, right? So the wedge comes down, and I think it's in like a hermetically sealed. Something. It has to. But
also,
it's date stamped to say. So let's explain it further. Made. There's a cake vending machine in the malls.
Okay, and it's from Buddy from Cake Boss,
which was huge. Buddy, was it?
It was Buddy.
Oh, his name's Buddy. Okay,
Buddy.
I don't want.
I wasn't saying, "Hey, Buddy." No, it was. It's true. No, his name's Buddy, and it's what was it on? TLN? No,
maybe TLN, A&E,
A&E, one of those
Food Network,
Spike
something.
Or Food One.
Yeah.
So it was Cake Boss was like this, and I've been to his store in New Jersey, in Hoboken. I went to Hoboken, and I had some like cannolis. It was nice. Oh my god, it's cannolis, dude.
Home of Frank Sinatra. You gotta have the right stuff there.
And so he's got a vending machine, vending machine there, which blows my mind. Number one,
right?
I'm thinking, okay, cool. Number two, how often do they change the cakes in that machine? Is my next question.
There's a date sticker on them. Okay. I did notice there's a date sticker, but it depends. Do you want the carrot cake? Do you want the rainbow cake?
Of course,
the multi-layer cake.
I think there's like four or five.
Yeah.
My third question is: is Buddy making those cakes? Are those cakes coming from New Jersey, or is Jim Bob up here in Canada making those cakes? Just listen to the ingredients and then putting them in the machine. That's what I want to know.
You could. I'm sure you could Google it to find out. I mean, they probably want to be as authentic to the recipe as they can.
I know, but it's not them making it. Is it not? It's not a Cake Boss. What? It's not Cake Boss making it.
Same thing with Cheesecake Factory. Who's making the Cheesecake Factory? Who's making the Tim Hortons donuts anymore?
Cheesecake Factory. That's right. Cheesecake Factory is just a restaurant, man. It's not a bakery.
A chain, though,
but it's a chain. But it's not one guy is
it's true.
They have
I understand what you mean.
Head pastry chef there. They're not. It's not Buddy.
Right. Yeah. Buddy's not making the cake. Yeah, each cake for this vending machine.
He sold the rights to somebody here making gajillions of dollars, and it's not his cakes. It's someone here making those cakes.
It's a gumball machine.
I could be making those cakes for all you know. Nobody knows. I'm making those cakes.
Yeah, well, they're probably awesome, but
they're probably delicious.
Would you pay $8.50 to $11.50 for a wedge? And that was the thing.
It was $10 a slice, man.
Yeah.
Listen, if he was making it, I'd pay.
Really? So you've had his cake when you went there?
You know what? I didn't. I ordered a bunch of pastries. I was down there visiting family, and I ordered a bunch of pastries.
Okay.
I didn't get cake.
Okay, well.
I mean, he's not. I went there for what he's known for. in my mind, like watching the show.
Of course.
They brag about their cannolis. So I went down there
Awesome.
to eat one of those cannolis, and it was delicious. It was one of the
I
best
love
cannolis I ever had.
I
Me
love
too.
cannoli.
Me too. Oh
I know. Look at us.
Look at us. We love. Look at this.
Can you tell?
Look at this. I love cannoli. Okay, another thing that happened this week.
Okay.
Is the Emmys happened, and the Canadians won a lot of Emmys.
I kind of saw that.
Schitt's Creek really blew up, and I wrote down exactly what they won. I think 7 awards in the comedy.
But they're done now, right? They're not.
Oh
shooting.
yeah, they're done.
Yeah.
So I think it's the first time that all 4 they won lead actor,
Right.
lead actress,
Wow.
supporting actor, supporting actress. All 4 of them won Emmys. So
Wow.
Eugene won, Catherine O'Hara won,
Dan,
Dan's son won,
Yeah.
and Annie Murphy won. She's what?
She's so hot.
Oh yeah, Alexis. You know what's funny is I was sitting there near my Alexis device in my basement because it was plugged in. And I'm watching Schitt's Creek, and it was like, Alexis, and she's like, yes, what can I help you with? And I'm like, oh no,
not you.
The machines are talking to each other.
Can you imagine?
I thought it was so funny.
That's the next TV show. Something that fucks up your devices. Hey, Nest, turn it down to 1,000,000 degrees.
My God.
Can you imagine?
So
Can you imagine
fun.
someone writes dialogue to talk to the computers in your house?
Do you remember who did that back in the day?
No.
Andy Kaufman.
What do you mean?
Kaufman, and when he was doing his TV show,
Okay.
he purposely had the person who was doing the editing make the TV go wavy, so people would have to get up. Did you watch the movie?
No.
You didn't watch the
So maybe like the
Jim Carrey
rabbit
one?
ears thing?
Yeah, so people would get up. He's like, I want people to get up and smack the TV like something's wrong with it.
Wow.
How genius it was that man.
Yeah.
Genius. Because I would have never thought, hey, let's get people off their ass. Think their TV's broken, and then it goes back to normal, and they complain about their little whatever.
But you think if you did Impractical Jokers in your home?
Yeah.
Hey, Alexis. Hey, Google.
Yeah.
And you can just, hey, Nest. The fridge. You can get the fridge dropping off beers.
Listen, people are talking to their... I think you can talk to your fridge now, or there's all this technology in tech.
Your phone, you could like in 3 seconds of like just, hey.
Yeah.
You could have the whole house lit up like the Griswolds at Christmas,
true,
right?
It's true. And you know what? I'm kind of into it.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I kind of want to
We're copywriting that today.
I want to control my entire. No, I mean it's out there already. I want to control my entire
for a TV
house.
show.
Not for a TV show. No.
Not to fuck with people.
That's true. That is so very true. But I think everybody like there's this whole like controlling your entire life.
Isn't that horrible?
Phone. I kind of like it because if I'm on my way home,
You fucking millennial.
I'm also afraid of the dark. So I want to be able to, on my way home when it's dark outside, because when I leave here tonight, it's going to be dark. I want to be able to, hey, turn on, hallway light.
Right.
So when I just walk right in, it's on. I love it. I'm whatever.
I mean, you see it in the movies. I mean, we grew up with Star Trek, the doors that open up by themselves and shit. But, when we work in it, we know it's just some asshole pulling
a rope.
It's Bubba pulling a rope on the other side.
Yeah. It really takes away the magic when you're working on a set and they're like, okay, they're watching a monitor, and as soon as Buddy goes up, pretends to put a little number. Some of them, some shows are like you push, and then it's like, and then it's open, and you're like, I know who pulled it. I pulled one of those before. I've pulled those before too.
And I love the elevators. I love the elevators.
Yeah.
The elevators that go nowhere.
Yeah.
People, you see an elevator?
Yeah, it
doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. It just closes the door.
And
then do the dialogue in, opens it up. Oh, another floor. It's like
change the number.
For as much as we've advanced in cinematography and like effects, there's some stuff that we still do basics that work, and it's always going to work because it's fun, right? But when you see something so extravagant and then we do something so microcosmic, and you're like, why still? Like,
what's supposed to
happen? That was the rumor. When we did Suits season 1, we were building the set in stage 6.
Yeah.
And one of the carps was convincing everybody. And I guess they reprinted a blueprint.
Okay.
Saying it was came from the production designer, that we were going to have a functioning elevator.
Oh my God.
That would go through the roof of Downsview and down. And
Where the hell would the camera
everyone
go?
was buying it. Our art director was buying, going like, "Really? When did you get this?" I was like, "Yeah, he sent this."
And the art director didn't even know. Like, there's no.
Like, and you're thinking we're pouring through concrete to make a functioning elevator that goes nowhere. Amazing, and I mean,
but Downsview is tall enough that you don't need to go through the roof.
I know, but that was the joke, right?
God,
it was just like we were convincing everyone on the show that there was going to be a working elevator.
He got.
I loved working with that crew.
That's so good. I worked on that show once, but it was like a week. I did like a quick in between seasons. They were just cleaning and dusting.
Yeah, of course.
I did a 1 week thing on it, and that was it. I don't know.
I've done some shows. I've done some stuff for them, and it was great. It was all great. Great crew.
I did like watching. I used to watch that show.
I watched season 1 because I worked on it, and
that's it.
Yeah,
it was okay, but towards the end, like they all just started like I don't know enough lawyer mumbo jumbo.
This is what sucks about it. This is the original part of the show, and I'm not giving away because you guys know it already.
Well, it's also been off the air for 100 years now.
So
like 3 years.
The original title, probably 3 now.
I don't even know. I don't know. I don't watch it.
Yeah. So the original title of the show was called Illegal Mind. Okay.
Illegal or
illegal
mind. Okay.
So the premise was Mike, who was the upstart,
right,
was a hooligan,
correct,
was being chased by these drug dealers, because he had like a suitcase full of drugs. He's hiding out in a hotel, and he bumps into this seminar where the guys were,
Harvey.
Harvey's doing his interviews for his next protege, and the suitcase pops open, full of weed. And he goes, "I've got a mind that you can tell me anything. I wrote the bar for other people."
Yeah.
So basically he's, now he's like reading through statute laws, and Mike's brain is so sophisticated.
He's pretty genius.
That he knows all the laws by memory.
I can't remember.
But somehow the writers kind of slipped by season 3 when his love interest at that time was Meghan Markle. And they write a blurb that
Duchess, sir. you will call her Duchess.
At that
Meghan
point,
Markle
she wasn't. They kind of wrote in and forgot that his memory went to shit because somehow he forgot her birthday.
Must have been a hard case.
Are you kidding me? Jumping the shark that badly?
It's
like
possible, man. Like you got a lot going on.
Because
he can remember. He can remember things. We've all You know what?
He was
I will not accept
he was stringing cocks to sidecars.
Maybe he had Canadian sidecars, man. Maybe he had American ones. I don't know.
No.
It's possible.
You don't brag that you have the best mind in the world, that you've solved crimes. You've taken people out of jail, and then you can't forget your significant other's birthday.
I don't know.
When's Carolyn's birthday? Yes, I'm putting me on the spot.
No, I know what it is. I don't know if I should say it. Some people don't want them to be.
Okay, so when's my birthday? That's what I'm just going to say. When's my birthday?
I don't think I knew your birthday. I can tell you when mine is. I can tell you when my dad is.
Right.
I can tell you a lot of people's birthday.
January 9th.
That's mine. Oh, wait, we share the same birthday? No, I share with Sarah. That's right.
See? But see, that's how, see. The legal minds are here. You can't, don't bullshit a bullshitter.
Yet, you say a lot of things wrong. And don't tell me just because you know friggin' my birthdays and some birthdays that your memory is the best thing on the planet. No.
I'm not going to remember a statute law in 13 case 52 of like Mike versus
Sure, but you can
Shaw,
remember birthdays.
Right? But I'm going to remember your birthday. Come on.
Whatever. You know how I remember birthdays?
Oh, hey.
Facebook.
Sorry, I forgot your birthday.
Thank you, Facebook. Facebook saves a lot of... Facebook helps me with a lot of people's birthdays. And you know what? If you say you don't use Facebook for birthdays,
you're lying.
Are 100% a liar.
Lying.
You're lying to somebody. You're lying to me. You're lying to you. You're lying to everybody. I don't know. I use it. I don't know. I use it. Anyway, but
yeah, that they jumped the shark a bit, and I was just like, I don't know what
that didn't really bother
catering.
me. I didn't watch the show then.
And then when Megan got involved with Harry,
which he was coming around apparently on set.
Yeah, there was. I mean, I saw the escort. Our whole highway on the DVP was stopped, so the escort could go up to the hotel, the airport.
Bullshit. Listen, as much as I love the
Royals,
monarchy, you know I do, and it's not a secret. I talk about it all the time. I would not. I don't think they shut down a DVP for Harry.
I've seen some. You were around?
He's not even going to be king ever.
I know, but
he'll never be the king.
Not anymore.
No, you'd have to kill his brother and all those kids.
And then they defected. Remember?
Yeah. That's right.
Did we get around with the Pope visit in 2005?
I mean, I lived in the city. I was in high school.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it was a shit show. I was actually working. I was working on shows at that point.
I was in grade 10.
Yeah, it was 2002ish. I want to say, right?
I think it was 2005.
Oh, it might have been 2005.
Oh, 2005. I graduated. So.
Anyway, it was
2002. I would have been in grade 10 or 11.
It was in between 2002 2005 for sure.
Yeah, somewhere in there.
See, that's my memory. Like, don't worry, I've got the story.
I believe it was when I was in high school because I remember there was a lot of people because I went to Catholic high school that volunteered for the what's it called? What was that thing?
The youth, something, the pilgrimage.
I can't remember what it was.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah.
And all University Avenue had a bunch of monitors and concerts and live bands. I'm like, why can't we do this for every summer, for every band in Canadian? Like North by Northeast Festival.
You don't shut down the city.
It'd be amazing.
You shut it down for the Pope.
But you should have seen the helicopter formations that they had circling around the city.
Really?
For a month before he actually showed up, just to get a scope of what could potentially happen.
Just visualizing
and
all possible.
They were high grade military copters. I'm sure like they could have for as far as I could see where they were probably pinpointing us.
They could probably zoom in on a pimple on
shoot us down
nose.
like we were nothing.
Wow.
Yeah.
Expert snipers on the
why not?
On the Pope.
That's not even expert snipers. You just got a 50 cal. You just.
I guess.
It's gone. Just 3 seconds later, you're gone.
Just in the middle of a giant gathering of Catholics, you're just shooting out that 50 cal. You take out the Pope, you don't care. You just get.
The travesty afterwards, though, because it was a dance view. And I guess the Catholics shit a lot because the sewers backed up.
Oh, brutal.
For the whole area. So from
they weren't in Portage
Shepherd, they might have been, but whatever. The sewage backed up so badly, that all the shops and condos around the Shepherd Dufferin area were flooded, and that Udomo, that high-end
furniture place,
never opened up again after that because they were like ankle deep in shit.
Gross.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna buy that shit furniture smelling. That's like the BO episode on Seinfeld.
It literally was. Yeah. Holy shit.
Holy shit. Good Lord. That's brutal, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Our city's not capable for anything. We have water mains that break every 3 months.
Well, I mean, the weather changes here.
I know. Anyway, and it's old plumbing, old facilities over top of these things. And, just building and not realizing that, you're still using newspaper as insulation in this house.
Yeah, of course.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. But
okay,
whatever.
next round.
No. Actually, I wanted to go back to Schitt's Creek a little bit.
Okay, yes, okay.
Have you watched it?
I think I watched a couple episodes. Just being in a hotel, it was on. Just turn it on and go. Okay.
I love that show, man.
Chris Elliott was awesome
as the mayor.
Yeah,
he was great.
He's such a great actor. He's such a character actor. But
I thought everybody in that show was really good, man.
Right.
I never had the chance to work on it.
Right.
Because I know it was a different medium, but I wasn't that young. And I know people who've worked on it.
Right.
And I've always I desperately wanted to meet Eugene Levy. I think
Levy's awesome.
He's an amazing dude. I watched this video on his son's Instagram that he got awarded a Lifetime Achievement Award by some festival. I can't remember which one it was. It's not that important. But he had so they made this small video of all these people talking about him.
Right.
Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Martin Short.
Yeah.
His son, another SCTV villain.
Was it the Martin Scorsese tribute thing that they did? It was on Netflix, right?
No, this was just something they. It wasn't one of those. No, it was for Eugene Levy.
Okay, yeah.
And he had all these people, and they said nothing but amazing things. Like some actors on the show was like, I was doing a play in the middle of nowhere, and Eugene Levy and his wife came out opening day.
Yep.
And he's just like, he doesn't have to do that. He's Eugene Levy. He can do whatever he wants. But he's got such a morale with all these amazing actors, and they say nothing but nice things about him. Yep. To Steve Martin to come out of nowhere, like Steve Martin's huge.
I know, and he kind of plays the arrogant guy too, right?
Yeah,
He can play the guy.
But he's also like super funny, and he's like a genuine dude, whatever. And he commands respect, this dude. But he also delivers respect back to you. Right. I've heard some stories about his son, but he is a genuine human being. So.
It's funny because I worked with Eugene Levy on the show The Man.
Oh, that movie.
Yeah, with Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, nice.
I worked on the last shooting day.
Amazing.
And he was meeting everybody, like shaking everyone's hand hi,
like just like every
who
morning.
Are you? Like not every morning. Just I didn't see it. I just saw it from that day. So it was like everyone's kind of like last day. So he's kind of making sure that he said his hellos. Of
course.
Saw the family members and everything else, and the background actors. And his the crew gifts. So Sam's crew gifts for everybody were the Kangol hats.
Yeah, because that's his
with their names embroidered. So
yeah,
let's say Vince, so you'd have your own Kangol hat.
Mm-hmm.
And Eugene Levy's crew gift was the complete SCTV box set.
That's even better.
Signed
by him.
By the whole crew.
Oh, by the whole crew.
By the whole SCTV game. I mean, obviously not John Candy, but
right, unfortunately.
whoever was still like around that he could get the signatures for.
That's amazing.
And just like an amazing guy.
What a
and
great human being.
Watching the two work.
Like, he's just a solid dude.
And watching the two work at like that last scene.
Mm-hmm.
And Sam Nash is a little agitated. He goes, well, man, I've been doing this this whole time, and now we get the end, and this is how I'm going to send him off? No, motherfucker. I want to change this. Like, typical Sam Jackson faction.
Yeah.
And he changed, like, the whole thing, and at the end, it was like, like I said, I don't know how that interaction for the whole movie making was, but the way they ended it was, like, such a sweet send-off.
Awesome.
That everyone was, like, applauding. Everyone was like, oh, my God, like.
And so they finished the movie with the last scene of the movie?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because normally that's not how it works. Because
weird, right?
You never know how you're going to shoot something. You could shoot the ending of the movie first.
And I think they wanted to do it to get the genuine goodbye.
Yeah. Because that's the last time they're going to see each other.
Right. And
that's pretty good.
So good.
I like that a lot.
It was remarkable to see Eugene Levy even then, and he's shaking everyone's hand. And it's like, hello. Amazing. Like, I think we take that for granted when we see all the big Hollywood celebrities come in, and we forget that, oh, wait, a lot of the ones we adore are Canadian.
Yep.
Or are still in Canada with so much influence. So something when they get, awarded like they did at the Emmys.
Yep.
Great. And I don't want to like shadow play it saying that, oh, it's because Modern Family canceled and like, everything else. The formula is still always going to be there. And that dynamic between Catherine O'Hara and Eugene Levy started from even before I was born.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. 100%.
So they are a married couple. Like
because they've known each other long enough to be a basically married couple.
And I guarantee you that interaction is more genuine than any other TV show you're ever going to find.
I believe that.
Right? And you have to value that. That has to have an award.
Oh, yeah.
And it would be a shame if it wasn't. Because there's some shows when you see it, you're going, I don't even know what this show's about. Like, I remember when, what was it, about 10 years ago, or even every Emmy I watched, it was like, oh, the Hallmark Hall of Fame presentation of this. It's like, we never got that. We're Canadians. We never watch these shows.
Yeah.
And if they're winning all the elite awards, and you're like, what fucking show is this? Right? It was a one-off movie of the week. We never got it, right?
No, there's some shows and they're like, best comedy is this show, and this one. I'm like, what the hell is that one?
Olympia Dukakis wins this Hall
or like
it's
on like Hulu or something. We can't get Hulu
even
here.
Before that, yeah.
But I'm saying newer. Let's we can bring that too. It's like all these new shows, and you're like, I've never even heard of that in my life.
Yeah. Or the show Transparent.
Yeah. With
William H. Macy's wife. And she was playing a tranny.
No. That's not
wrong?
it. You're wrong.
I'm wrong?
The man is transitioning.
Okay.
It's I can't remember his name, but I think he's the dad in Arrested Development. No, I don't know. Anyway, it's about.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. Yeah. I know. Okay, I know I messed that up, but the fact is, when it came up, no one knew what the show was.
Hold on 1 second.
And it's winning awards.
I need to talk about this real quick.
Okay.
You said you had an amazing memory. You blew it. You blew it.
That's a show I didn't watch. I'm just reacting as a show that.
Yeah.
No,
no one knew
all the words.
We didn't really have it here.
Yeah.
Or if you did, it was like an obscure time slot. And also, I mean, I don't really have cable either. Like I do internet and I do streaming services.
Right.
Like that's what I do.
And okay, so we worked on Handmaids. Handmaids won.
Yeah, they won for set design.
Set design. Do you feel like it's our award too? Like, do you ever get that? Like, I feel like I'm part of the one that won.
You know what? I did props on that show. I didn't help do anything like that.
It's because you're not single either. You don't need to use it as a pickup line.
Hey guys, I won an award on. I'm not single. So you use it as a pickup line?
No.
I've worked on shows that have won awards too, whatever. And the guy who brought it in, he showed us like whatever. And I don't think there was acceptance speeches or anything, but I loved on when Shape of Water won.
Right.
Shane. Yeah. He went and accepted his award.
Right.
He thanked his entire Canadian team on the Oscars.
That's awesome.
Did you see that?
I didn't. I remember the first Oscar I won. It was for Chicago, and it was
But the set design one?
yeah, it was Gord Sim, and he was a great set decorator to work for.
Did he thank everybody in Toronto?
His speech was, "I humbly accept this on behalf of the team that got me here."
Yeah.
He goes, "I couldn't have done this without the dedicated crew that came in every day through all the hours of what we did, the tireless hours we worked. For me to stand here and accept this award, it's not just mine. So thank you very much." And like again, it's just like
that's amazing. He doesn't have to.
Right. Again, you don't have to just like thanks, assholes.
Yeah.
I did it. Whatever.
I did it. Look at me now.
Look at us.
You said it couldn't be done. You said it couldn't be done. I did it.
For me, is you feel like that is a pat on the back, as even if he even remembered who I was on the show, which I think he would have.
Yeah, he could have.
It felt good. But am I going to go? Oh yeah, like I'm never going to put on the resume.
I won an Oscar.
I'm an Oscar, part of the Oscar-winning crew of Chicago. But should we?
No. I don't
unless the award's in our name engraved. Unless
it's in my name. Unless I can bring it home. Unless I can put it on my mantle.
Right.
I didn't win
like that thing.
Yeah, that's all right. That's your award right there.
That's right there.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
Tom won the Deadpool head award. I don't know how he won it. It's involving head.
Don't ask.
I don't want to know.
Don't ask.
But I you know what? Like I like and a lot of actors they do thank us at the end of a show.
Yeah, of course.
They say we appreciate your hard work.
Rap parties.
But when they win the awards on like TV, you never see an actor who win like a Best Actor award and be like, I want to thank the crew for working so hard.
Right.
Like Leo didn't win. Did he win for The Revenant?
Yeah, he won. That was the one he won for. Yeah, no dialogue. Go figure.
Yeah, that great actor. That one there, they filmed it in every shot was filmed at magic hour.
Yeah, I know.
And so magic hour is basically the time when the sun is starting to go down, and you get that amazing glow and haze.
Yeah.
But they're out in the middle of nowhere, in the winter, real winter, freezing. Frostbite, all these things happen to that crew. He wins that Oscar. You don't think he should thank his crew? He didn't. He didn't say, I want to thank all the men and women who worked tirelessly over and over
the actors
in the dead of, and listen, I'm not mad at them.
Right.
But they worked dead of winter.
Right.
Middle of nowhere for months filming this movie.
I know.
Which it wasn't, I didn't watch it, so I don't know how great it is, but.
A bear. Was it apparently a bear fucks him.
He fought a bear. No, he get fucked up maybe. But. Think the only way that movie could happen is with the constant people coming in every day and doing their job in the middle. Like, listen, if you're in the middle of summer,
pneumonia,
you're
dying.
I don't think anybody died.
Well, no,
but like frostbite, you get you get home every night and you're just chilled to your core and you really can't. As soon as you warm up, it's when you're leaving to go back.
Yep.
It's it's like you throw us a little something, especially that crew. If we're working on the beach 7 days a week, filming some beach show, don't worry, I'm having a great time. I'm sitting in the sun.
Yeah.
I'm on the beach all day long. Like whatever. It is what it is.
Right.
But if I'm in the middle of the worst winter, just say thanks, man.
It sucks.
I don't know. I'm sure you thanked the crew after the movie was done.
Maybe before, after. Maybe there's crew gifts. I remember they used to do the crew gifts used to be a little more extravagant than they were now.
Yeah.
But also too, every Friday was Steak and Lobster Day.
Every Friday.
Every Friday.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah, thank the Grips, because the Grips absconded with a cooler full of lobster, put it in the truck and fucked off. Awesome. So there, it only takes one. It only takes one.
You know what? They don't owe me anything. They don't owe me a hat. They don't owe me a T-shirt. Like I'm doing my job. Like I'm getting paid.
I don't do it for the prizes.
I don't do it for the. I do it for the. I love what I do.
Right.
And you know what? I'm getting paid.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day, I show up. I get paid. Everything's great. Whatever.
Yeah.
But just give us a little thanks. Do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
I do.
You know that.
Yes.
So you know Mac.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Rob
McElhenney.
Yeah. I always butcher his last
name. Okay, I got it.
So he's got his new show called Mystic Quest.
Right.
Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it. I haven't watched it yet.
I watched it.
Okay.
It's pretty good. It's kind of funny, but it's like you look at him and you think Mac.
Okay, before you say it, because I'm just I kind of know where you're going. Oh my God, did he win the Emmy?
No.
Okay, go for it. Okay, go for it.
I don't think he was.
Okay, finish your story and I'll finish mine as to why.
They've gone back to work.
Okay.
On the new season of Mystic Quest, and he's also now writing the new season of Sunny, which I'm so excited for. I love that show.
Yeah.
He was going back to work. He did like a Instagram video or something. I can't remember what he did.
Right.
But you know what he said?
What?
He thanked every single person who worked on the show in his video. He's like, look at all the hard work that's been done on this show to get this show started. The tireless work from the men and women who work from morning till night to get this ready so that we can just walk in and do our job and do what we love.
And that's what makes you want to get up early in the morning, do
and
the
work
stupid
on
hours
like
and work like that because it gets returned. And that's, I think, the difference between working with a veteran and working with someone who just dip their toes in it for a second and feel like they need everything. The diva act, and I know we've worked on shows like that too.
You know what the worst? They're like the C-list actors.
Yeah, exactly. Who are you?
I have no idea. And
I don't even know what you show.
And they have the biggest ego.
Yeah. And it's like you said, the Eugene Levy's have been doing it for like 50 years now.
Yeah.
There's no ego whatsoever. They want to know who you are.
Yeah. Because they know
or
what
Michael
it takes.
Douglas, like your story with Michael Douglas.
Yeah,
right?
We're hanging out with Michael Douglas.
If you had any other actor like that, they'd be on the phone going, "Oh, can you get me out of here? There's some guy in the room, and I want him the fuck out of here."
Just genuine. He was a genuine human being. Yeah. I told him, I helped him out really,
right?
And he was just, just
awesome.
like, be a good
human. Be human.
Like
I know.
Be a good human. That's all it takes. That's all I'm asking for. I'm not asking you for much.
You know what?
Am I?
In our industry, you learn not to take anything too personally. Mm-hmm. You just know that sometimes the days are better than others.
Of course, and everybody has a bad day.
Right.
Whether you're an actor or director, whatever, you're entitled to be pissed off. You're entitled to be upset. You're entitled to have a bad day like you and me are.
Right, of course. This show is never going to be to debunk Hollywood or anything like that. But there is a demystification when you go. But when you go to people on the street, like, who have you met? And that's the first thing they do. And we had that with Phil too, where he's like, "Oh my God, you need to talk to these people." We don't do that. Like, as us being technicians, we've had to let go certain things that normal people do, and that doesn't sound like an elitist statement. It's more that we aren't starfuckers. We're not going after their autographs. We're not trying to get selfies with them. We're not trying to be their friends. Yeah. We've chosen a career path that just happens to coincide with what they do.
Well, we're trying to be friends with some of them.
It's fun. I mean, it's a fun time, but at the same time, that's a privilege.
But
you're not going out of your way. You're not going knocking on their hotel door going, "Hey, bud." Right? You know what I mean? When you see them on the street,
selfie for the gram or some shit like that. But I mean, I have gone out with a few actors before, like just for drinks, and I've gone down to LA and I've went to lunch with some friends. Right. But I didn't. My whole thing was I was going down there
for your own thing,
for my own thing.
Yeah, of course.
And I just said, "Hey, I'm in town. If you're available, I'm available.
Right.
We can head up. If not, no big deal. I'll see you next time."
That's it.
I took off.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people's like, "Oh yeah, come meet me for a drink tonight." Some people's like, "No, I'm out of town." No big deal.
You're right.
You know.
So that's few and far between.
Yeah.
And you've really had, like, again, when you're on set, you get more of those privileges. When you're not on set, you don't really get those unless you're really snaking in.
Right. Unless you're really trying to
like certain people only take the calls because that actor's going to be on set that day.
Yeah. I took the show, thank you very much. Not the call.
And we...
Way to call me out, man.
Actually, I wasn't. That was someone else I was thinking about.
You pointed at me, though. You pointed the guns at me, man. You're like...
guilty
hey, listen,
conscience.
I'm not...
No, whatever.
I know what I did.
No, it's all good. It's all good. And it was... I was thinking about someone else. I just don't want to rat anyone out. But yeah, we don't have... We're not best friends at the end of the day.
No.
We're a crew.
And when the show's over,
we'll
never see them again.
Right? So
maybe.
Well, maybe you see them again 5 years on a different project and go, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hey, man, I haven't seen you in 5 years.
Like, there's sometimes you get a chance that if you worked on it, you might work on it too.
Sure.
But it depends on how everything unfolds. Whatever
depends on your schedule.
Between,
It depends on, if you've worked with the people who've done it before, and if not, they have another crew. Like, you never know. You're not guaranteed. Listen, in this business, you're guaranteed nothing.
Right.
I say, people are like, "Oh, you're doing this show," and I'm like, "I don't know yet." "Oh, what do you mean?"
Right,
Everybody says you're going to be on it.
And then we're kind of like...
My rule is, did I sign the paperwork?
That's right. No sign means no deal. There's nothing guaranteed.
The show couldn't even happen. It could just shut down.
I don't go by soon. I don't go by a maybe. It's yes or no.
Yeah.
And give me some details because I will always give you a detail.
Yeah.
I don't
you know what? You can give me all the details in the world. You give me all the details and more until I sign that thing that I'm on this show.
Of course.
I'm not on that show yet.
And then you don't owe it to anyone. Go, well, what about me, Vince? Why did I take the show? Like, it doesn't work that way.
How come I didn't get on this show?
And I hate that because it doesn't work that way. And I feel like if people can strip that back and not realize, oh, Vince stabbed me in the back. Are you fucking kidding me? It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
Because somehow, maybe Vince got the job because the production manager who worked with him on the last show liked what he did over what this idiot who doesn't do anything.
Sure. Yeah, it's all possible. It's all entirely possible.
And out of a handful of people I've known for the 20 years I've been doing this,
yep,
I can tell you maybe 20 people that I really enjoy working with.
Yeah.
Out of, what, 2,500?
I don't know the numbers.
Right?
Yeah, I couldn't tell you how many people are in the union.
I'm telling you that.
2,500 people?
Yeah.
Wow.
So I 2%.
Yeah.
Right?
That's pretty good.
And I'm not a snob, obviously. You know that. I'm not
it's
a
also
snob,
like
right?
you're not going to hang out with everybody after work either.
No,
you know, there's so many people you see every day, and you also have a home life. You also have a home life. You're not going to spend your entire day.
There's the pretentious assholes that just go, oh, like, you are not the show, lady.
I know.
Sir, you are not the show.
Listen, especially in our... in
the art department's area.
No, like in our careers.
Yeah.
We're replaceable, man.
Oh, always.
Listen, don't
always.
think I'm not high and mighty.
No, you can't be.
Do I think I'm good at my job? Yes, I think I'm good at my job.
Right.
Whatever, sure. Do I think that I'm the best? No, and I will never think I'm the best because you know why? There's always somebody better than me.
That's right.
Who will do the job better than me. So I work hard to try to keep my as good as I can be all the time, but I'm easily replaceable. If I go down, if I get hurt,
that happened to me last year.
Yeah, if I get hurt,
right?
if I get sick or someone in my family gets sick and I have to step away, if there's any situation, or if I die,
right?
And let's just say, worst case scenario,
exactly,
I die.
Exactly.
Listen, they care. Like some people who work on the show will be like, "Oh my god, it's terrible news, so bad." Do you think they're gonna shut down?
No, never.
So if I get sick or if I get hurt and I can't work for 2 months, are they gonna pause?
No,
you know what they're gonna do?
Done it for 6 months now, right?
Well, that's something different. You know what they're gonna do? Oh, we're sorry to hear that. We're sorry you had to go. Who's taking his spot?
Yep.
Boom. Next person's there. On. The show goes on. Especially, listen, if I was #1 actor on the call sheet,
of course.
If I got sick,
the director or whatever, yeah.
Well, the director, they get another director.
I know.
If it's a TV show,
yeah, that's true.
If it's a movie,
the actor is the glue.
The actor is the glue. If it's a movie, you're kind of tied to one director. In a TV show, if something happens, the director can't do it. I've been on shows they fired directors mid-show.
Of course.
I've been on shows directors just had to go. Something, death in the family.
Yeah.
They had to go.
Yeah.
They just bring in another director.
Yeah. Or I've seen one where the director lost it on the production or on the executive producer.
Yeah.
And it was bad. It was in a football field full of kids. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
That's what the director's saying to the executive producer? Is it a TV show or a movie?
I can't say.
Fair.
Too many people know what it is,
okay.
And it was ugly.
Wow.
And it got to the point where all the kids and all the actors that were kids as well.
They walk away?
No, they were mimicking the conversation.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Just get on my face, motherfucker. And basically that was like the rest of the day. That's all. Get on my face, motherfucker.
How young are we talking? Like really young?
Teens.
Teens.
Okay. Late teens.
Yeah, with teens they hear they
yeah.
just mock it.
So,
they see anything.
I'd say 15 to 18.
Okay,
yeah.
that's pretty. I mean, I get it. Kids would do that. Listen, you watch a show on TV, and like, if we all watch this one movie, and this guy goes, and
it was a Friday.
See you in hell. And then Monday morning at school, you're like, see you in hell, Tommy.
That's it. Oh, yeah.
You know, you hear it, you do it.
Yeah.
The kids are like, wow, that was brutal. Yeah. And you're like, oh, yeah, the next scenario, you get it. You're like, fuck you, Tommy.
Yeah.
You know, it's exactly what's going to happen. Kids, I mean, I get it, but that's brutal.
But yeah, and it was a Friday. Monday, the new director.
Yeah, we were, I can't remember. I can't remember. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we were shooting, and at the end of the night, everybody was leaving, and I was wrapping out.
Right.
And normally, when everything's done, the director leaves right away.
Right.
The actors leave right away. Everybody produces. Everybody just one by one, they're gone. They're gone.
Yeah.
I was done, about to leave, like loading my last card on the truck.
Yep.
The director's still there on the phone.
Okay.
And like I can see that he's mad or something weird's happening.
Uh-oh.
We go because we were moving the location to a different spot.
Mm-hmm.
We get there in the morning, and they're like, "Yeah, the director got fired last night."
Wow.
It was a TV show.
Yeah.
And the showrunner filmed that day, and then we filmed the next day with another director.
What? Yeah.
They just like, hey, you know what? We were doing block shooting, so they brought one guy in early.
Yeah.
And he shot.
Trust me. when we see that happening, that moment, it's already in the working.
It's been
they
in the
already
works.
know.
To be fair, the director was a bit of a dickhead to a lot of people.
Of course.
And he deserved it in a way, but I mean, like, I don't know how many more days we had left in this shoot, but we had to rearrange scheduling because we had to find this guy to give time for him to prep to shoot his episode, and it was just like he deserved it.
The pressure of the ADs too, because the second ADs have to like now adapt to the new guy too. It's a gamble.
He was never bad to me,
right?
But he was bad to a lot of people.
Yeah, wow. So going back to the
hair and makeup, mostly.
Going back to the Rob McElhenney thing, where I interjected. Because a couple of months ago, he's married to Caitlin Olsen,
correct?
Which is D, Sweet D, on Philadelphia, and they do this thing on Instagram where he'll play on it.
I love it.
Guitar starts singing.
Love it.
She's sitting in a chair beside him, and he's singing this love song.
Beautiful love song to her.
How good he is, she is to him, and how it's a blessing. And she interjects by going, "I just got nominated. I just got nominated for an Emmy." On a show that you didn't write, and it killed the mood, and it was perfect timing.
He just stared at the camera like,
yeah,
you know, and then just like, dude.
I figured when you said that he won the Emmy.
I don't think he was nominated. I don't think he was nominated.
Did she win? Did Caitlin?
You know what? I don't know. Okay. I don't know because they're doing Emmys weird this year. They're doing it like every day there's something else.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't even know. Do you know what she was nominated for? Was that show she's doing with Will Forte?
Sure.
I don't know. You don't know.
Again.
You don't know nothing.
No.
Mister, he knows my freaking birthday, but that's about it.
But yeah, like
I love that show so much, man.
Which one?
Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
There's some moments. I got my friends into it, like, you know, when it was on, I was like, oh my God, guys, you got to watch this. And then they sat down and now they're more hooked than I am.
So I knew about it for a long time, but I never watched an episode until Carolyn. She was like, it's her favorite show.
Yeah, okay.
And she's like, you got to watch this. Oh, yeah. And I think like the first time we started hanging out too, we watched it together. Right. I laughed so freaking hard.
Oh, yeah. Which episode? What was your first one?
I started with the first season.
Wow.
Because I've never seen it.
Okay, before Frank.
Before Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, which the addition of Frank is so good because, you know, originally, they didn't have a role for him.
No.
He begged them to write him in. And I think it was the best, not begged them, but he asked them, he's like, I want to be a part of your show. They're like, oh, we don't really, and they're like, I want to be a part of your show.
Right.
And I think that was the best move they did. He's just a wild man.
You realize that his longtime marriage with Rhea Perlman ended because of Sunny in Philadelphia.
Really?
Because she was getting scared that he was becoming weirder in person.
Because of that show?
Because of the show.
Weird.
And there's some things, I mean, him crawling out of the chair, sweaty and naked.
Oh my God, I love that.
Right.
One of the things too is when he was so afraid of like diseases that he was like shaving
everything,
and he lathered up in like
polysport or whatever.
No, anyway, disinfectant.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just want to be pure. And he's just like covered in slime. He's like a snail on the ground, just like rolling in like disinfectant. I'm like, this guy is the best, man.
So I got another story. Dan DeVito shot a movie up here. Probably a few, but the one that I'm going to tell you about was about Death to Smoochie. It was Robin Williams.
John Travolta.
No, Ed Norton.
Oh, what did I think?
Robin Williams, Ed Norton, and Dan DeVito. Dan DeVito was the director. And there was a props guy. He was taller than me. He unfortunately passed.
Somebody taller than you?
Yeah, no kidding.
Get the hell out of here.
He unfortunately passed. But the one day he's walking with a tray of drinks. So we do that once in a while. We have a tray of drinks.
Yeah, we have to bring it to the set and do stuff like that.
So he's walking slowly to not spill the drinks. And all of a sudden he hears a and he literally turns his whole body 180. Yeah. Doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
Turns back. Keeps walking.
Because he can't see him.
All of a sudden he hears a does the same thing over and over. Can't see anyone.
Yeah.
Turns around.
He's like, who the hell
is this? All of a sudden, it's like, can you please get out of my fucking way? I'm the director. And he just turns his head at this point and realizes it's Danny DeVito.
He's so trying to get around him?
Yeah.
The tray would come over his head. Wow. That is funny. That is some funny shit right there. Because he's not tall. He's, what is he,
4'11"? 5'2", maybe at most.
I think he's got to be in the fives, you think?
I don't know, man.
Let's call him early fives.
I'm 6'5".
Young fives, yeah.
I'm 6'5". This is a very rare height for TV.
Yep.
So you gotta think everyone's mid-range to that. 6'5".
No, I think a lot of people are 6'5".
5'6".
I think
5'7".
6'5" is high, but I think that there's like the 6'2" to 5'10", 10, 7.
And it's hard to say, but you know, you got
probably 5 foot. I don't know.
Who's the shortest person like before? Like you think if Mac or if Dennis is the tallest one, he's maybe 5'8", 5'9".
Isn't Mac taller than Dennis?
Now we're turning into a Philadelphia episode. No, and so
the gang finds out who's tallest. That's the name of the next episode.
We engage that. Like Danny, like is short, so I gotta think like
fair.
He's probably like he would fit in your car. Like he would be able to hop through the windshield like a Dukes of Hazzard over there.
Maybe. Awesome. I'd love to see
naked and greased up.
I'd love to see him greased up, jump through my window.
Oh my god!
It's such a great show. It's classic. It's classic.
It's so crazy, and just some of the ideas come up with, and the fact that like a lot of the earlier stories, like the McPoyles and that.
Oh yeah, I love.
Where like were Rob's like childhood neighborhood.
That's legit.
Kids, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is he from Philly?
He's from Philly.
Actually, okay, cool.
Yeah. So
what else? There's one other thing about the show I want to talk about, but it seems to be
we can catch up later.
We can just do a whole episode.
We could,
based on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You know what? I know at least 4 people that listen to the show over and over again.
Okay, we'll do it.
We'll consider it.
For sure.
You know, next time we'll leave a little more.
There's a card game, I think.
There's a board game. I played it.
There you go. So we can play trivia from
Charlie work. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah, Charlie work. We have a little thing in our group of friends, like who is who in the group.
Yeah.
I'm 100% Charlie.
How about the Charlie McDennis game?
I love that. Is that a real game?
The game of games. I think they try to make it.
I don't think they can.
IV bags of wine.
Oh
Those are just squeeze.
I love that.
Jesus.
Let's get power through this. Yeah, you know what? If I could go to wine tours and there was IV bags on my wine tasting,
in line for 20 minutes.
I would just leave that little bit, and then you just have to push the little in, so you don't have to get a new needle in every time.
The Hickman line, yeah,
that's amazing. All right, so let's end it on a sunny note.
All right,
because last time it was doom and gloom, I think. So this time we're leaving it on sunny. Let's do a real recap.
Okay,
Wine Country.
Yes.
This weekend, people, please don't go to a winery and get fucking Negronis. I had an amazing dinner with amazing friends this weekend. It was great. The Schitt's Creek completely won the Emmys, which I'm so happy about. We worked on a couple shows that did win some awards too.
Yep.
And just listen to the
Sunny in Philadelphia. Catch up. And we're on video again.
Yeah, we're YouTubing now too. Also, so you know what? Let's end on a sunny note. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. Okay, so you can find us on our social media at.
Here we go. Here comes the list.
Here it goes. Grunts and Grumbles official is our Facebook, our Instagram, and our YouTube. Our website is gruntsandgrumbles.com. I'm Ed. I'm Vinny.
I'm at TG Wheelman.
And thanks for watching and listening.
Yeah, we're progressing and we're doing it bigger and better every time. So thanks a lot, and we'll see you on the next one.
Thanks so much.